Hello everybody, this is Zoe from No Safer Place. I asked over on my Twitter what you guys would like to see on my channel today, and one of the ideas was my favourite and least favourite book covers, which I thought was such a good idea. As someone who likes to buy books just for the covers themselves, I thought this would be a very good video for me. I would also like to point out I haven't read most of these because, as I said, I bought them for the cover alone and they just look pretty on my bookshelf. That's a little bit of a lie. There's 9 books here that I'm going to show you and I've read 6 of them. Although some of them I have multiple copies of, and I only bought these editions because they were pretty. But let's get on with the video. The first one is so stunning that it sits on top of my bookcase. It has prime position and I just love it. It is Ghostly Tales, Spine-Chilling Stories of the Victorian Age. Look at that cover. I love all things dark and gothic, and this just looks so creepy and so scary. It just looks perfect on my bookcase. I'll be honest, I haven't even really opened this book. I had a quick look in it. I know there's some stories in there by Charles Dickens, Arthur Conan Doyle, really great classic authors, and I did get sent this, so I didn't buy it just for the way it looked, although I probably would have. I'm not sure why I haven't read this, because I love horror stories. Horror is my favourite genre, especially YA horror. I know this isn't YA horror, but I think I'm going to give this a go as my next book, because I'd love to review this on my channel and see if I can link it to some recent horror. Okay, the next book is a proof, so this isn't the finished cover, but the finished cover looks very similar. It is 1000 Perfect Notes by C.G. Drews. Now, I'm not sure if I appreciate this cover even more because I've read the book and I understand the connection and I just think it fits in beautifully. But both sides make up this gorgeous butterfly, and for me the butterfly symbolises freedom, which is a theme that features strongly in this book. It is about a teenage boy that is made to be a pianist by his mother, as she was one when she was younger, and she wants him to continue this legacy. He hates music with a passion and he really doesn't want to pursue this career, and his mum stops at nothing to ensure that he reaches this goal, and I mean nothing. This is a really hard-hitting book about abuse, but the ending is so full of hope and freedom, and that is what this butterfly represents and why I absolutely adore this cover. The next book is one that I am yet to read. I got sent it recently by Simon & Schuster and I looked at the cover and I was instantly in love. It bumped this book up to the top of my TBR pile because I am very shallow like that. It is The Wicked Deep by Shay Earnshaw. Look at it. Oh my god. Look at the way it shines. Isn't it beautiful? I have absolutely no idea what this book is about. 2 centuries ago, in small isolated Sparrow, 3 sisters were sentenced to death for witchery and drowned in the waters surrounding the town. Now, each summer the sisters return, stealing the bodies of 3 girls and seeking revenge by dragging boys to their watery deaths. That sounds right up my street. I just can't get over how beautiful that cover is. The next one is another one I haven't read. This is the last one I haven't read, I promise. And it is Ink by Alice Broadway. Now this is a proof, but the finished copy looks pretty much the same. Again, I think I'm just a bit of a sucker for shiny covers. I must be like a magpie where I'm just attracted to shiny things. I could just stare at these books all day. I just think they're gorgeous. The next one is one that was featured in the first Zoella book club, and a book and an author that I completely fell in love with. And it is Beautiful Broken Things by Sarah Bernard. Are you noticing a theme here? I love my shiny covers. I just love the small details on this book. This is a book about friendship, and again I feel like the birds represent the freedom that one of the main characters, Suzanne, is trying to obtain. And I just think it's beautiful. And another thing, I was going to include all of Sarah's books because they are all very similar to this, shiny and beautiful and very detailed. I didn't want to include her too much, but all of her books are like this, just stunning. Now, colour isn't something that is featured much in YA book covers. Not really bright, vibrant colours anyway, and this is why I love this cover so much. This is Far From the Tree by Robin Benway. Now this book is about 3 siblings that at the beginning of the story did not know that they were related. They didn't know they had siblings because they were either foster children or adopted, so they had their new families But then they found each other and everything changed. They had to find a way to adapt to this new family life, and it was so beautiful watching their bond strengthen and them come together as siblings. And I think the book represents that. Obviously, I took it as the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, which is a saying that means, oh, that's something your family member would do and you'll really like them. And also the fact that it's a family tree and it's their family tree, and I think that's what the leaves represent, which I absolutely love, and it's just beautiful. The next one is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. This cover is obviously one of my favourites because I am a huge Slytherin, and I feel like this book just represents me in so many ways. I don't think I need to talk about this one. I'm sure we've all heard of it. The next one is All That She Can See by Carrie Hope Fletcher. I don't know who designs Carrie's books, but they are all beautiful. They all have the same kind of vibe, so if you ever see one of her covers without her name on it, you would instantly know that it was her book, and that is what I love about it. Much like Sarah Bernard's book, this one is very similar. It has little details in the book that you just instantly connect to the characters and the story, and it just fits in beautifully. I have actually spoke about this book in depth many times, so I'm not going to tell you the story of that, but I will include it in the description box below if you would like to check it out. The last one that I absolutely love, again, there's quite a few of these that I love, but I chose my favourite one, is The Complete Tales and Poems of Edgar Allan Poe. Now, I have about 10 of these versions of books because I think they look stunning on a bookcase, and their spines, again, shiny things, magpie. This was actually the first one I bought from the series, so it has a special place in my heart. Edgar Allan Poe is amazing. Again, he is very creepy and very gothic, so this cover represents his work perfectly. Now, lastly, I'm going to talk about book covers that I don't like. Now, there's only one style of book cover that I really don't like, and that is film and TV show tie-ins. Now, again, I'm possibly a bit shallow here because if it's an actor that I like, I will buy it. But ones like this, I just think take away from how good the book really is. I think it takes away from the originality of the book, where it came from, where it started, what it's really about, because so much is different. For example, in this book, so much is different in the book as it is to the show, and of course it is. They really pack out a show because they need lots more information. I mean, I didn't like this book anyway, so this was possibly a bad choice. But yes, I do not like film and TV book tie-ins. And that is it. Let me know in the comments below what your favourite book covers are, or ones that you really don't like. I would love to hear your thoughts. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. Let me know what you would like to see more of on my channel, and I hope to see you all again soon. Thank you. Bye.